Hello, hello, good evening. Hello, I hope you are fine. I'm greeting to you, to all of you here in Mexico City. Hello, my beautiful people. I hope that everyone is just fine. We are starting tonight with our broadcast, and hopefully, everybody will come here just in a few moments so you can share also our broadcast. So, how is everybody? How are you? How you've been? What about last weekend, and especially on Monday, the last eclipse? And we are just preparing for the next one on the 14th in 10 more days. So it's going to be a really great few changes according to what we are knowing or experiencing about what we have heard or known in our lives. So it's going to be really different. It's going to be a new way of perspective, changing our ideas, changing our thoughts, changing the way we are thinking or feeling. And of course, we are going to see how good it's going to be now that we are going to see things in a different new perspective. So we are now with our new broadcast or reading. And I hope everyone come here and see us and watch us, of course. So everyone can be close to us. Great, excellent. And well, let me just say to you that we are going to have the next week is going to be a week in which we are all preparing just to start what are we going to experience on 2021. It's going to be a little bit more about knowledge. It's going to be more about setting things in order and placing things and people in our lives in the way we are now living and feeling and according to what we are sensing, because we are now changing ideas, we are changing perspectives, and of course we are changing the way our frequencies of our soul are also just exchanging energy. And we are going to see who is the people that is going to stick around and who is the people that is going to leave. And these people that is living, they are not living, they are not saying goodbye to our lives just because, especially because we have known by now what are the experiences of the stories that we've been telling to ourselves, or maybe that we told to ourselves, with the kind of information that we lived according to the situation we were dealing with these people. But I mean, the last point is that I am not changing my friend. I am not starting a new relationship with someone else uh, just because I don't want to be near that person. It's because of the experience that I have that is the main reason that I am now just starting to change the way I'm thinking, the way I'm feeling about the way I'm thinking and the way I'm feeling, the way I am also considering myself that I need to be near the people that I am more concerned. Hilda, good evening. Don't worry, my beautiful girl. Don't worry, my beautiful Hilda. Hello. I'm so glad to see you, Hilda. Thank you, my beautiful Hilda. Thank you so much, my beautiful girl. So, when we are experiencing new ways of thinking or feeling, of course, and we are feeling with our consciousness and seeing with the thought I have been living this situation with the people that I am so close, that I am understanding why we are all together and what for. We are all learning. We are all sticking around just to see how far we can learn from one another. And that idea and that thought, or maybe that pattern that I was living in my life, or that I believed in that so bad, because that was the way I was raised, or because that was something that I believed since I was so young or as a child, or maybe because that was something that I really wanted to believe in. Now I know that needs to change, because my new perspectives are now telling me that now I am able to go conquer some new other places, and now more possibilities are going to open into my new life, so we can move on and leave those memories behind, and thinking about our past and seeing our past in the best loving possible way. It's not very easy sometimes when we are having some information, just exchanging with another person and saying that my point of view is different from yours. But it's not that I need to get some like a fight or some argument. It's just that I need to exchange my idea, and I need you to see the way, I need you to see my life the way that I am living, or I need you to see my feelings the way that I am feeling them, or I need you to make you understand in a very logical way the way I am thinking, because it's going to be completely different, the way that you were thinking your ideas and the way that I am thinking my ideas. And we need to exchange that information. My beautiful Patty, hello, good evening. Nice to see you too, my beautiful Patty. And of course, the way that we are now learning how to process the thoughts or the ideas is going to be as quickly and fast that we are going to need a little bit more than information, or a little bit more than breathing once or twice before saying something. I need to sit down, to let myself think and consider and listen, but not just to listen from only my ears. I need to listen from my heart. What is people telling me around about this? What is people telling me that they need to learn, they need to let go from me, they need to grow from me or far away from me? Or maybe what is people just loving me about or for, or what are the main things that people are so close to me because I don't know, they may say yes. So I know that we have many different perspectives, because with this year 2020, and with the virus is going to be one in a very different year from most of many different years, and the possibility to see ourselves, that we are now regarding our lives more in a more conscious way, more in a more open-minded ideas, that we are now letting ourselves with the permissions to see ourselves, that we may grow a little bit more. This is going to be great. But what about going more and thinking more of being more vulnerable, or feeling or thinking ourselves, just to letting ourselves live and go and exchange the ideas or the things that I wanted to really do, instead of just thinking that what about later, what about when this virus thing ends, when, what about when my next birthday is going to be, what about that the next year I'm going to be more with this or with that. No, what about now? We don't know how far we're going to still be living with this thing from the virus. And we are now able to understand that this is not happening just because. We are all living it because for a real great reason. And we are not able sometimes to see ourselves, that we are thinking that this is only something that happened to me in my life, as I am one of a victim, but I am not a victim. This is a consequence that we all humans did and created. And we are now in the best possible way to set order. And one part of setting order is chaos. And we need to see chaos as a friend, not just as the enemy, but we need to see that we are going to set order. And in this main order, in this divine and correct order, we are all exchanging ideas. We are all thinking and seeing things in different ways and perspectives, and they are all valid and they are all okay. They are not different. We all have things in common that are not great to us, but also that there are things that we need to solve, that there are things that we need to change, that there are things that we need to let go, and there are things that have made us feel so much fear that sometimes is so really greatly and hugely difficult to believe that we are able to consider ourselves that we can release and set our lives or ideas free from this situation, that we can go and grow together as humanity. We are not seeing the big picture. We are still wanting to see the small and the victim's picture, because in that way or in that form, we are thinking that to consider himself or herself about being the victim because I want to be recognized. How are you going to recognize another different person if that person is not recognizing himself or herself? And in that same situation, it's the same place that you are standing. How are you going to recognize yourself? How are you going to be able to see yourself and say, hey, this is something, this is great. You did excellent. Yes, we need to start seeing ourselves first, and not in a very um, self centered way, but more in a logical way of thinking, hey, if I am setting myself alive, if I am guarding my life, of course I can guard somebody else's life. We can also consider ourselves to have the best opportunity to see that we can all stay together and stay calm and stay okay. So we can also see and believe in ourselves that we can make this leap of faith, just thinking that we are going to make some great new changes in our thoughts, in the way our minds are working, but also expanding our ideas and expanding our consciousness and leaving the idea of the unconscious that it's not going to be moving at all. It's going to be moved, it's going to be pulled, it's going to be pushed, it's going to set us free from different places, and it's going to shake us, and it's going to bring us so many different circumstances that we are going to see ourselves so deep in a great chaos. Yes, it's okay, we are in a chaos. But we are also able to again step in front, stand tall, and say, okay, I can handle this. This is something that we can all handle, but it's something that fear. What is going to happen next? What is going to happen then? What is going to... Yes, we need to see ourselves in a very different way of being in a different position when I am just preserving my life, my ideas, or also how can I guard my people's, my family's life? Yes, I need to see towards the future. Yes, but I need to consider first in myself that I'm going to be able to get to that future if by now in this present I am willing to see all the mistakes that I've done, all the things that are shaking in my life, all the things that are setting into a new order, and I am letting myself feeling and releasing with the idea of having the reason and just setting everything in the new order. This is all for a new order. It's never going to be for a place or for a situation that we are going to be hurt or harmed as humanity. We are also learning how to grow in our hearts, how to grow ourselves, how to grow and set us free, how to see ourselves standing with responsibility and thinking and saying and being just with integrity within yourself to say, yes, I'm standing here, recognizing myself, being aware of myself, that I am just as fluently with the frequency of my soul standing here in the here and now and seeing myself as real as I am, as raw as I am. Yes, I am vulnerable. Yes, I may feel scared. Yes, I may feel diminished or anguished, or I may feel so scared. I may feel so extremely nervous about something, or maybe I'm so worried about someone that is sick in the hospital, or maybe that I am so expecting the idea of having someone close coming to me or to my place or to my life, and I need that person to pull me out from this bad energy that we are all set us in, so they can set us free. If I am not able to do that to myself, they how come can I ask another person to do that? I need to be more conscious about myself. I need to be more compassionate about myself. I cannot be able just to judge and to point to the other person while one finger is pointing at someone, but I have another three pointing at me. I need to know and I need to be wise. I need to have a new wisdom. I need to acknowledge all of this information and just being aware that with many things that we are all living here, we are just experiencing a new era. These are new times. Yes, we are going to be pulled to a new dimension. Yes. So we are now, yes, we are all experiencing these kind of things, but we are all not seeing the biggest picture. We are just entering into a new dimension and into a new era. And yes, in order to get into a new degree, we need to set ourselves free from the past with love, with passion, with consciousness. Seeing that, being there, thinking the way we are seeing things in a new perspective, it's going to calm us, it's going to set us free and release ourselves from pain, from remorse, from shame, from guilt, from sin. Yes, because we are now able to see ourselves that, hey, we can do things in a very different way. Yes, we are all here to learn and repair. So who am I just to judge? Am I just playing being God? Am I just playing a judge? So who am I in order to see myself that I am ready and willing to open my mind? And if I am feeling so much fear, I need to say that out loud. Yes, my body is just shaking from fear. Yes, with all this situation on my shoulders. Okay, one day at a time, one morning at a time, one afternoon at a time, one night at a time, one day at a time. Don't force yourself to go further. It's not going to help you. Just remember and see yourself and think about what is the main idea of feeling and seeing yourself that you are releasing from all this feeling of being with anguish or being with anger or being feeling, I don't know how much fear you can just keep in your core. You need to let go from that. When we are feeling so much nervous with so much stress, that's when people get sick. So when we are all seeing things in a calm situation, then it's going to be a different perspective. It's going to be in a new wisdom. So it's going to be completely different. We are able now to see that we are releasing our minds to learn something new. And who am I just not to think that I am able also to learn something new? Why not? So, yes, we are here just to learn, to grow, to exchange ideas, to see ourselves that we are going into a new way, different place. Beautiful Ceci, we are all just starting to set us free from past, from pain, from many different things. We need to start and we need to let go. Okay? Well, let's just start. My beautiful Patty, my beautiful Ceci, if you have your questions, please, you can write your question, please, so I can give you readings. We're going to use tonight the past lives oracle cards. We're going to use the goddess guidance cards, the oracle cards, the archangel tarot cards, and also the activation cards. So please feel free to type your questions, Patty and Ceci and all the people that are watching. Please feel free to type your questions and let's see what are the answers that we are in here, right? What about the things and the topics that you would like to know? So you can start typing and saying, yes, I have my own questions. So according to your new questions, what is it that is going to happen, or what are the angels and the oracles telling you? This is going to be great. This is going to be something that is going to bring us a new change of perspectives or ideas or thoughts. This is going to be so different. So please type me your questions, my beautiful girls. Work, excellent. Ceci, what about your work? Excellent. So Ceci, what about your work? Your work, Ceci, look, it's the 8 of Raphael. So it may say that you may return, maybe, or maybe you are leaving someplace, Ceci, because you are going to change into a different place so you can grow with more with more luck, but also with more good energy, with good vibes. There are more new emotions, a new road is just about waiting for you. Everything is going to be beyond your expectations. So this is going to be a new way. It's going to be a really insightful part of you that is going to live this. And also look, with love, and the romantic love card is here, Ceci. Ouch. The frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with and reflection of a conscious lover. Yes, we are all going to have a new conscious lover. Yes, beautiful, Ceci. This is going to be great. Your work is going to bring you a new conscious lover. What about it? My beautiful Pati Humada. Yes, about your job this year was very weird. Yes, and it's been not only for you, Patty. It's been so weird. Okay, Patty, for you, the 4 cards are coming to speak to you. The first one is Rhiannon, and Rhiannon is here just to tell you you are a great sorcerer. So why you are not believing more in yourself, in your intuition? What about not using more herbs or having yourself more, I don't know, more baths, using your herbs and using your candles and your energy, your own scents? Because, of course, you are now growing and believing more in yourself, that you are starting to see the reflection of what you were feeling. Your intentions are well spoken into your heart. So don't be scared of be a new sorcerer. And also look, a karmic relationship also is coming. Ouch! So what has happened? You've been busy in the job part, because when you go to the love part, you are going to be so hugely occupied. And look, the divine masculine is also speaking to you here and is telling you the frequency of the divine masculine supports our strong focus and active side, allowing it to express itself while helping us to bring our dreams and ideas into form. This creativity idea is saying that someone is really close. And the tenor Rafael again is also saying that this energy of happiness, of joy, fulfillment in your family life, with your friends, especially with your family, in your love life, with the children, everything is going to be great. So excellent, my beautiful Patty. That is so great. Don't worry about your birthday, my beautiful Patty. Let us just remember, Cancer, Capricorn, you are just finishing your part that you were growing, okay? Now this is going to be completely new. So, Ceci, what about your health? What about your health? Okay, the first thing that I am here, sometimes you just give yourself for granted. You are so used to see yourself that you have so much self-confidence that you sometimes forget to see yourself that you are just breaking boundaries. You need to break and lose boundaries because you are not releasing, you are not letting yourself be who you really are, Ceci. And by this, they are saying you need to believe more in yourself because you are worth it, not because you think you know and with confidence. No, own that emotion and see yourself that you really are. Yes. So that's the main part, beautiful Ceci. And look, the card is for Asia. You need to practice more Buddhism in your health, and it's going to be great because you're going to practice illumination. And illumination is not just for a coloring book. Illumination is going to be more for enlightenment. Okay. This is going to be also energy of the transformation. Ceci is explaining many things are going to change, many things are going to be dropped, many things are going to start in different places. The five of Raphael, there are things in past relationships or maybe in the actual relationship that you need to change, or maybe you are leaving or separating from that relationship, or you are starting a new one, but you need to believe more in yourself. And look, magic. Yes, what is going to happen? Once that I am believing more in myself, then that is when magic happens. That is when everything changes in the universe. And that is happening also because I am believing more in myself. The frequency of magic supports our intrinsic ability to grow and expand beyond this moment, to move toward possibilities and expressions that are as grand as and profound as we can imagine. All that is required is our belief in their manifestation. So, my beautiful Ceci, this is your card to you. You need to feel more about this, and then magic is going to do what it has to be done by itself. You won't be able to think or release your ideas from something different. No, it's going to be great. Thank you, my beautiful Patty. Thank you, Ceci. Yes, you like my hair. It's a little messy tonight. But yes, and my niece told me, "Oh, your hair." And she was playing with my hair, but look, well, my curly hair is not staying. But yes, tonight is going to be a little wild. This is my new do. Excellent, excellent. Thank you, Ceci. So I guess we the the cards about being more going to drop many different ideas. We're going to do many different patterns. We're going to grow. We're going to release. So this is going to be different. Like a lion, Ceci. Yes, you need to see yourself more like a lion, but not like a lion that is scared, or you are making the sound from your core. Yes, I see. Because you really know deep down what is the feeling that you are having, what is the emotion that you are experiencing. So just from really deep down, I need to set my place and then I roar with all my energy. Yes. It's going to be great, Ceci. It's going to be great. Girls, any more doubts? Any more questions? My beautiful Patty? Your girls. Yes, of course. Your girls, yes. Okay, the first thing that my masters are telling me is that it's not something from the past. It's something that has happened in this lifetime. Salt is the one that is explaining the first part of this situation about the undying love. Sometimes when we are just teenagers, we are just thinking that in our lives we are not experiencing the same energy or the same relationship because we were told too many different times a pink story in which I believed in. But now that I am living in a new relationship, that I am a grown up, that I'm seeing what really relationship is like and being there, I know what are the main things and reasons why I love so much. With this idea of the undying love is also having the emotion for her of believing that this kind of love is going to happen into her life. She needs to call that. The four of Ariel is going to bring in her also the energy of the value, but also setting like a balance, like a really well harmonized energy of seeing herself that everything is so according to what it needs to be. It's also growing something new. And look, the perception card is also speaking to herself that she needs to open more her receptiveness. And let me tell you, the frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edges of what we perceive as real and to take a good hearted look at it. Of course, we are seeing things in a different perspective, of course. And the other work wise, of course, the other, she has to deal with a situation of work. And yes, now with her, she needs to deal with the situation of being a monk or a nun. And maybe because she was so devoted to the idea of service, of being so linked with the idea of being there no matter what, no matter when, and no matter who. So she needs to stay there. That was also an idea from a past life. She needs to release herself from that idea. That's so that now in the present time, she needs to do something completely different. Dana is here saying to her that she is a high priestess. Of course, she needs also to conquer and to feel her energy, her receptiveness. She needs to grow. She needs to be a wise woman. She needs to study. So it's going to be a magnificent woman having just the idea of the energy and knowing how well she can work with it. The miracle is here with the activation card, is here for her and telling her the frequency of miracles supports our belief in ourselves as a part of source and therefore our belief that anything's possible, of course. She really needs to think more now that everything is happening for a great reason. So she needs to release herself from a different idea. And the Ace of Raphael, of course, the love in her life is also appearing. She's doing things with the best energy, with the best possible love and emotion and passion and integrity. She's filled with this joy that now she's also letting herself, seeing herself fulfilling with joy, with love. This is a great amount of love. Excellent, my beautiful Ceci. Anything else, my girls, that you would like to know? So you can type me because I think that we have already covered what you always ask me. And it's okay. I don't know, my beautiful Ceci, my beautiful Patty. Thank you, my beautiful Ceci. Thank you, my beautiful girls. So, if there are no further questions, my girls, then I'm going to leave you rest for the night and see you next week. So, my beautiful ones, thank you so very much for your patience, for being here, for staying with me and sharing your time with me in this new broadcast for our Divine Messages channel. And also, well, just opening your ideas, stretching your mind, and sharing your time with me and enjoying this moment. My beautiful Ceci, my beautiful Patty, if you don't have any further questions, my girls, I would like to send you all my love, to send you all my joy, and send you as many, much possible blessings to you all girls, that you all experience peace and joy in your life. Mm? Excellent, my girls. I guess we have no more questions. Well, my beautiful girls, I hope you have a beautiful weekend. I hope you have just an exciting time, a wonderful time. Just remember to stay safe and calm. Yes, of course, at least we can practice our English. Yes, of course. That's the main idea, one of the main ideas, I guess. Yes. Excellent, my beautiful Ceci. My Patty Ahumada, love you so very much. My Ceci, beautiful. Igual, have a great night. You too, my girls. See you next week. Take care. Thank you for being here. And enjoy your weekend. See you soon. Love you. Bye bye. Good night.